What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, according to Mike Coppinger, the man with all the sources, the man in the know, terms have been agreed for Tyson Fury to fight unbeaten Swedish heavyweight Otto Wallin. I think it's Wallin or Wallin. I do apologize. It's Wallin. I think that's Wallin. The fight will supposedly take place at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. I think the date is September the 14th. I think September the 14th or September the 24th. I can't remember. I think it's September the 14th. So Tyson Fury will take on a Swede. So all that crap that was mentioned earlier, that he has to fight an American for the ESPN audience, is obviously utter bollocks, as he's now fighting a Swedish fighter. I do believe that Otto Wallin has actually fought on Showtime before, so he might be known to the Showtime viewers. But yeah, it is a bit of a surprise nonetheless. I know a lot of you right now are typing on BoxRec, looking at the record of Otto Wallin. He was actually supposed to fight BJ Flores, the guy that Tony Bellew knocked out in, 3 or 4 rounds. But BJ Flores failed in medical. Yeah. I'm going to play devil's advocate before I rip into Tyson Fury and say that we are not privy to know who got offers and who turned them down, so on and so forth, right? The fight's in if it is September the 14th, that makes the fight in 7 weeks. So I don't know, maybe some other fighters turned it down. We were led to believe that the favourites were Trevor Bryant and Charles Martin. Who knows what's happened, right? It could have been a case of they didn't get enough money. We even heard that Povetkin was rumoured to have turned it down, which I think is bollocks. I don't believe that at all. But Charles Martin and Trevor Bryant definitely were close to fighting Tyson Fury. So maybe money got involved. I don't know. Maybe they look at Tyson Fury as big dollar signs and want big money to step in the ring with him. And maybe that was an issue. Who knows? But nonetheless, it's poor, isn't it? It's poor. Don't defend it. Don't defend it. Don't even think about trying to defend it. I know some of you will, just because that's the way you are. If you're a fan of someone, automatically you will defend it. Don't. You can't defend it. It's impossible to. Hughie Fury's fighting Povetkin. You can't defend Tyson Fury fighting Otto Wallin. You can't. It's a shame, this. You know what I think? I just think Tyson Fury's taking the piss. Let's just get straight to the point. I think he's taking the piss. And it's almost becoming a thing where I just don't blame him. I don't know what his contract is with Top Rank and ESPN, but if it's a certain amount of money per fight, regardless of who the opponent is, then fight anyone. If you're going to pay me $11 million to fight level C and D, and you're going to pay me $11 million to fight level A, give me C and D all the time, please. But that's my mentality. I'm not a boxer. Tyson Fury walks around saying, I'm the people's champ. Give the people the fights they want then. We don't want to see Tom Schwartz and we don't want to see Otto Wallin. It's fact, we don't want to see those fights. Otto Wallin is a good prospect. I'm not going to put him down as much as I did Charles Martin. He's a good prospect, but I have no interest. Absolutely no interest whatsoever. This serves nothing. I mean, this doesn't get extra sign-ups on ESPN. This serves absolutely no purpose. The only purpose it serves is that I don't want to risk anything before I make big money against Deontay Wilder. That's the only purpose. So it's the Tyson Fury purpose. And you know what? It's his life. It's his career. Cool. I just think it's not fair across the board. It's not fair across the board. And what I mean by that is, if anyone else within the top 5 were to fight those level opponents, they'll be ridiculed. If anyone else was to say, I'm going to fight Tom Schwartz and Otto Wallin back to back, they'll be ridiculed. Tyson Fury is the #1 heavyweight in the world. This is what I keep getting told. Tyson Fury is the #1 heavyweight in the world. I done a show with Glenn McCory the other day for some Turkish TV, and Glenn was saying it. Tyson Fury is the #1 heavyweight in the world. And I said, you know what? I agree. He is. How can you be the #1 heavyweight in the world if this is the level of opponent you're fighting? It's too easy. You can't be. It's too easy what he's doing. It's far too easy. You can't call yourself an elite boxer and do what he's doing. Look what Canelo's doing. I'm going to make the comparison, but look what Canelo's doing. So Canelo fought Gennady Golovkin. Yes, he had a gimme in Rocky Fielding, a gimme, even though he went up in weight. He had a gimme against Rocky Fielding. Then he fought Danny Jacobs. Now he's going to fight Demetrius Andrade. Look at that. Just look at that. Tyson Fury has a fight of Deontay Wilder, Tom Schwartz, Otto Wallin, Deontay Wilder. No, that's too easy. You've got to stay within the top 15. You've just got to do that. To call yourself an elite boxer, to call yourself the #1 heavyweight in the world, you've got to stay in and around the top 15. Anthony Joshua is coming off a loss, right? A knockout loss, got put down, 3 or 4 times by Andy Ruiz Jr. If AJ, even after that loss, said, you know what, I'm going to fight Tom Schwartz and Otto Wallin and then have someone tough, I'd absolutely destroy him. But he could get away with doing that because he's coming off a loss. He's coming off a loss. This is a guy in Tyson Fury. Everyone says he's elite. Elite boxer, #1 heavyweight in the world, doing this. Boy. Again, I don't even know if I blame him anymore. I mean, if you can do it, then why not, right? If you can get 11, 12 million, I don't know what his contract is per fight, to fight nobodies, then do it. But I don't want anyone to defend it. I don't want anyone to say crap. I remember when it was announced that Anthony Joshua was going to fight Andy Ruiz Jr. Andy Ruiz Jr., former world title challenger, really won that fight against Joseph Parker. One defeat on the resume, top 15 heavyweight in the world. Then, the ridicule was unbelievable. It was like, who the fuck is this? Who's this fat? The ridicule was unbelievable. Tyson Fury is the #1 heavyweight in the world, and he's not going to get 5% of the same ridicule. He won't. He won't. If I was AJ, I would scrap the Andy Ruiz Jr. rematch and just do this. And just make your 25, 30 million, because you'll still make it. Just fight guys like this. Guys from Europe, unbeaten, build them up, lie about their resume. Just do that for the rest of your career, because other heavyweights are taking the piss. And don't say to me, people, oh yeah, but he fought Deontay Wilder. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what you did. I'm talking about now. Talk to me about now. Don't talk to me about then. I want to know now. And right now, you're the #1 heavyweight in the world. And this is who you're choosing to fight. Otto Wallin. Cool. Peace.